Okay, I'm unsure if I'm even gonna like this or not, but it's Horror Factory Squad demo. You're supposed to really play this with multiple people, but I don't intend on doing that. We'll just do a new game, just because this is supposed to be like, I don't know, it almost looks like it's just one of those backyard mining simulator things. You purchased an empty warehouse. You purchased an empty warehouse to take your first step into the demanding world of factory management through mining. As you improve your equipment and expand your operation, this empty space will gradually evolve into a powerful industrial facility. But before we dream too big, let's begin let's bring this warehouse to life. I'm okay with leaving that alone for right now. Didn't even notice that door. You know what, for right now, that's fine. Your computer includes an application where you could browse active real estate listings for purchase. A reasonable price suburban backyard might be the perfect place to begin extracting resource. Take a look at the computer and find a suitable property to start your mining operations. I only have $1,000, so I have to do this one. Stone, clay, stone. Let's just start with 700 and see. Okay, and it's just an auto accept. Once they accept, got it. And that automatically took away the money. Our keys. I'm assuming everything I need is already in the car. Okay, the driving in this kind of is not that great, but I'm assuming they added the bus stop thing for when you're playing with multiple people on the off chance you leave somebody still mining. They still have a way to go if you need help with stuff. I'm assuming I want this back then. It's honestly, it would be nice if there was a way to not block the street, although I'm assuming if they're not going to have cars drive by, it's probably fine. Stone right there. Yeah, I'm not going to use the ore detector. At least not right this moment. Well, actually, it probably wants me to use the ore detector, but like... Okay, Q. Okay, this is kind of okay right now. quality limestone. Okay, that's fine. Okay, whatever. We'll just no, oh. I just want to collect a little bit more. I know the... There we go. Okay, that's probably enough. Okay, let's at least head back to the next area. I mean, we'll at least figure out. Like, I think this is definitely a decent game for multiplayer, at least the way they want it set up, but... We'll sort materials, the materials you carry, and sometimes exceed the capacity of your bag and backpack. When that happens, your factory storage comes to the rescue. The sorting machine automatically separates any items placed inside and transfers them to factory storage, making them ready to use. One of the biggest advantages is you can direct any resource flow to sorting outputs later. Then you can switch the conveyor-based automated production. Adding sorting output placed inside the factory connects. Yeah, I think most of this is stuff most people understands. Okay. There are many points of the factory you can place sorting outputs. You can connect these outputs to machines using conveyors. Okay, yeah, I think that's fine. This is just more so about automation. Apparently there's robots and stuff later. use the forklift to move stuff. Okay, this has some weird physics to it. Two, three, four, five. I'm waiting for four more. Wait for that to finish real quick. Should be the last one. Okay, at least I have simple controls. Now they want me to sell it. I figured that would have been the same computer. Oh well. Sell. That's fine. Okay, okay. Basically, you gotta plan stuff out because at the end of the day, unit price, the rest of those are lower. So yeah, we'll just. Oh, actually, it automatically sells. Okay, so we have 17 left. But it basically just wants us to end the day. That's fine, because it wants us to do that. The expenses for today are fine. Every morning, new list of okay, yeah, most of this is basic stuff. Available contracts. Plain sand, limestone, and sand. I'm assuming it's basically gonna let me do stuff up to a certain point. This one, I just need sand. We got 3 days. Yeah, you know what? I will just, let's open it like 750. Okay, Okay, that's fine. We are gonna take 2 contracts though. We'll do 750 again just because we 720. Go down another 40. Okay. We'll do both of those. Assuming the game lets us get that far. So that's 10. We'll, right there, so that's 7, but that's 10, and then we need another... I think we just need a bunch of sand, really. How does properties work again? Okay, yeah, so you can apparently resell it for 700 bucks. Okay, I just wanted to double check that it wasn't like you should have done X, Y, and Z the previous day. Let's just get through this and see what game will actually be, especially now that I can actually do my own stuff. Okay, now I can mine whatever I want. Okay. I'm assuming we have full access to things, and maybe it only lets us get up to a certain level. So there's only going to be a certain level of automation in the demo that you can actually do. Place all of those down. The sound design in this is actually pretty good, which is good to know, because now it sounds like it sounds like I'm in a cave, even though that's not exactly the location that I'm in. sandstone. I'm pretty positive that I'm gonna need more sandstone, so I just want to keep going this way. You know what, we'll come back for it. I'm gonna see if there's some upgrades that'll be worth getting. Actually, no, we'll do clay blocks. Let's see how much. We have 68. I'm just gonna, well, 60 actually. We have 30. Realistically, I don't need this. I can just... Now, in this case, I would just transfer all but one. Same thing with this. Just make however many more it can make. limestone. Give extra limestone. We'll have what, 9 bags of sand? That's fine. Let me look at what upgrades I get access to. Factory size, don't care about. None of these I care about anyways. None of those I would care about. Increase the speed. Level 2. Yeah, that's not necessary for me either. Definitely do that. Probably do that next. Deal with that later. Realistically, all I really need is sandstone at the moment. And my foot's asleep. Let's take out my slightly better shovel. This is actually decently faster. Here we go. I think I do need the pickaxe now. Now then, luckily the game said we have an unlimited night cycle, which means if you wanted to, you could dig for days here. You've, here we go, some more sandstone. Yeah, at least they have their loading sound, like, actually workable. I like how it spins around for you, apparently. Yeah, the turning on this truck just seems so terrible. Actually, that reminds me. Transfer one. Transfer those. And then we need 10 blocks. Okay, just real quick. Yeah, no, we'll work on that in a second. Contracts. Okay, yeah, I'll have to do that in the morning. Okay. So this needs 10. Okay, I can't do that at night, so I'll just skip to the next day. do that, but we'll go to the next day now. So we didn't make any money today, really. Let that continue. I probably need this. I'm assuming I can hopefully use this computer. Yes, I can. Contract. So we can definitely do this one. So we'll request a delivery truck. Play. Thing should be bigger so you can, because you're supposed to be able to do multiples. Okay, that's level 2. Ornament machine. And we did that quickly. So the game is happy about that. Damage. I definitely want to do both of these. Okay, so that takes care of that. Limestone was already done and separated out. I'm assuming this middle thing is if you put in extra stuff. Three, four. Yeah, I'm not overly concerned about the dynamite. that's everything. Okay, that takes care of all of that. What do I want my net? Process stone, compressing and shaping into various products. I'm pretty sure some of these are stuff that you can. I can do clay bricks and limestone. $5 days. 800. Now, stone block, limestone bricks. I'll add like an extra 60. Okay. Yeah, I just don't think I can do cement yet. Or if I can do it, I have to buy other stuff first, and that'd be not necessarily a bigger problem, just more annoying. Okay, so what am I looking for? I'm looking for limestone. Apparently there's a decent chunk of it like this way. I think I already found it. That extra damage is like so much more convenient. It really doesn't matter. The pickaxe is literally the equivalent of the shovel right now. you have a little animation on the side letting you know that you're crouched. I like when games do that, because sometimes you forget that you're crouching sometimes. That's good enough, actually. For right now, we have a ton of limestone to process, which is convenient. We have an okay amount of money. No clay. All the stone it can real quick. Yeah, I'll barely be able to. Yeah, so I would need multiple ones of these. Yeah, that's not really worth it at the moment. I don't necessarily need it. I have plenty of stone blocks. I just don't have enough limestone. I mean, I'll finish building them tomorrow. I have plenty. Transfer 10 back. That goes there. I have this to limestone now. I can make a ton of them. I want to know if this is how I think it is, where this is also technically an input. It's just not saying. least 3 so I can make this 10. Yeah, I guess we'll just end the day. I mean, we'll finish both things tomorrow. We're doing that one. Need at least the second person just for all the forklift stuff. I mean, the other one will be done too in a second. Just of those. Yeah, it's like, it's technically, it's easier to transfer stuff by hand than it is to needs to be an upgrade for this that lets them mingle stuff, because I believe on the store page for on Steam it shows that some of the stuff can be mixed. Oh, I have clay block. I don't have clay brick. Oh, recipes. Let's show me clay brick forming machine. So I need to spend 800 on that. Then I need 10 bricks. account. Yeah, I don't think there's technically much that I actually need, though. I haven't collected any coal yet. I believe my property, though, has access to coal. Yeah, in the mid layer. Oh, I like how it tells you how many remaining resources there are. So you can decide pretty early if you want to oh, and you have to remove your property first. Okay. Upwards of 8. Upwards of 7. Upwards of 7, but nobody's offering that much. Okay, I think this is kind of like a good spot to stop, though. Like, I think I've got this all figured out. I don't think this will be a bad game, but I think this is definitely one of those games that definitely works better with friends. Cement is 3 limestone. So I can do cement and concrete blocks. Crushed coal is just one of those ones where I would need to figure it out. Clay block and limestone block could be done right now. Clay block, and I think I have 10 sand. Yeah. $23 each. Ooh. So, like, I could actually make it. You could actually probably not do contracts at all and just sell concrete once you get access to that. 47. I might try selling 30 pieces of that. Let's figure out how much we can get up to real quick. So that'd be 20. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have any more over here. Is this full to 20? And up to how many can I sell? Up to 30. So it'd be from what? So it's 20. 10. So it's like 500, but how much would 20 things of cement get me? It's about the same. Yeah, it's about the same so long as you're getting 25. And then it's about the same on the concrete bricks too. Yeah, if you were playing this multiplayer with multiple people, you'd have I think it said it was up to 3 people, and I don't necessarily know if it means that add 3 people or 3 other people total or what. And interact with the bus stop and go. Oh, that just opens up the web page. Interesting. I don't necessarily like when games do that, when they have a way to open up a web page just cause. I'm assuming this will be where you end up hiring people from, since it says it has workers. And then I'm assuming you'll probably expand out up to all of this. I would assume. Because I saw in upgrades that it would let you do that. Yeah, I don't think this is necessarily a bad little game. I think it's really comes down to how much it costs, because obviously if you're meant to play with your friends, you know, the more expensive the game is, the bigger the problem is. Now then, it's not necessarily that I'm at like the limit of what I can do in the demo, but I am kind of at the limit of what I would want to do in the demo. Because you're so limited on what you can do to begin with that, you know, it's not necessarily even worth doing other things. Heavy flatbed and whatnot, an extra forklift. Yeah. You'd probably want like 3 forklifts if you were playing with, you know, 3 people. You know, one person would do this stuff, one person would separate stuff off over here for them to grab. Then you'd have, and that person would also come over here and grab full pallets whenever you made full pallets like this stone brick. Gravestones. How much are gravestones? Like, I'm just doing stuff for fun. I just do kind of want to get to the end of the day. 23. Foam glass is worth quite a bit. That's crushed coal, and I don't even have access to that. Okay, I'm gonna basically call this here, because there's really no point in me doing anything else at the moment. At least not in my opinion. So I'm just gonna end the day here, just because there's not anything else I can do. Since the demo is limited, finishing the day will also end the demo. Yeah, that's fine. Because most of what I could do, I was already done with. Now then, it could just let you continue because you know, at level 3, you're still so limited on what you can do to begin with. It's not like, oh yeah, all of a sudden you can, like, I think there was something you could do at level 4, potentially another thing you can do at level 5, but at that point, like, you're just not accomplishing much. By the way, goodbye for now.